going to be doing the skill now that is transferred to a wheelchair. We'll be using a gait belt for this skill. So our two things that we'll need for this skill is a gait belt and a wheelchair. So I've got everything that I need here, and I'm ready to begin this skill. So as with every skill, we begin the skill with pre-procedure actions. So I'm going to knock, pause, and enter. Hello, Mr. King. My name is Ann, and I'm going to be transferring you to a wheelchair today. And I'm going to do my peanut butter sandwich, provide privacy. Bed is low, and it is locked. Got your call light, and wash my hands. So with all the skills that we get a patient out of bed, there are several things we have to do before assisting to stand. So I've already done two of them. I've done the bed is low and locked, or the bed is low, and I've done the bed is locked. And so now I'm ready to get him up on the edge of the bed. All right, Mr. King, go ahead and sit up on the edge of the bed. So we have to assist them, but they can do most of it sitting up on the edge of the bed. We make sure that we put on their non-skid shoes. He's already got his shoes on. We make sure that he has his feet flat on the floor. I do this before I position the wheelchair, which really doesn't matter, but I do it in that order because the wheelchair will be in your way if you position it first. So I'm going to position it now. So I position the wheelchair so that Mr. King only has to do a 90-degree turn in order to sit in the wheelchair. I'm going to make sure my wheelchair is locked. The footrests are folded up or removed. And now I'm ready to apply his gait belt. I'm going to put your gait belt on. Feet are flat on the floor. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get him to a standing position. One of the steps reads that you teach your client a prearranged signal in order to alert them when to begin standing. So Mr. King, on the count of 3, you're going to come to a standing position. We're going to make sure we're either toe-to-toe or knee-to-knee. We're going to hold the gait belt with an underhand grasp on 2 sides. You're going to come to a standing position on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're going to pivot slowly toward your wheelchair. Don't sit yet, but I want to make sure you feel the wheelchair on the back of your legs. Do you feel it?
Yes.
You can go ahead and sit down. So he feels the wheelchair, and then he sits in the wheelchair. This is that wheelchair. We remove the gait belt. Another step on this skill is that we ensure your hips are all the way back. Are your hips all the way back in the chair?
Yes.
All right, let me get your feet on the footrests. I'm going to pull you out a little bit so I can get this other footrest on. Now you don't have to move the patient away from the bed or anything like that. You can just leave it locked. Let me get your foot up. So I'm just moving it a little bit so I can get that footrest on. I'm going to give him his call light. I would have it closer so he could reach it. Remove privacy. Bed low and locked. Out of habit's sake, we're going to do our peanut butter sandwich. Bed low and locked. Signal device. Wash hands. And that concludes the transfer patient to wheelchair skill.